Exterior cleaners spend hours discussing machines, pumps, chemicals, and mix ratios. But the question keeping many contractors awake at night is much simpler. Where is my next profitable job coming from? I am Mark Cave, founder of SoftWash UK, and if you have been in this industry for more than 5 minutes, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You see, a lot of contractors fall right into what I often call the enquiry trap. They think if the phone is ringing 20 times a day, they are winning. They think more calls automatically equal more money in the bank. But if those 20 calls are just people asking, how much to jet wash my render, or looking for the absolute cheapest price on a driveway, all you're really doing is wasting diesel, driving around doing unquoted site visits, and racing everyone else straight to the bottom. One thing I regularly see in this industry is that 20 tyre kickers asking for cheap pressure washing actually produce far less profit than 3 educated leads who understand low pressure soft washing. When a property owner reaches out because they want their K-rent, monocouche or rendered walls cleaned safely without high pressure surface damage, they are not looking for the cheapest operator with a pressure washer. They want a specialist. And if you do not filter out those cheap, low-value inquiries early on, you end up completely bogged down. You are spending your evenings writing quotes for high-risk, low-margin properties that consume your time and yield, almost zero real return. Building a predictable business is not about relying on sporadic leads off a quick social media post when work gets quiet, or running emergency price cuts when the calendar looks a bit thin. It is about setting up structured, repeatable customer acquisition channels. You want a pipeline that pre-qualifies property owners on value, surface protection, and realistic long-term maintenance expectations before you ever step foot on site. That means being visible where local customers are actively searching, showing clear before and after evidence, and making sure your messaging clearly explains why gentle chemical cleaning protects their property investment. That brings us to how you actually convert those right leads into high-margin work once they reach out. Technical ability alone does not create a successful exterior cleaning business. You could own the absolute best dosatron setup, understand exact sodium hypochlorite dilution ratios, and know your DDAC biocides inside out. But if the customer cannot see that expertise, or if you cannot explain it clearly, you are still competing against someone who bought a basic pressure washer yesterday and guessed a price. When you explain to a customer why a controlled softwash chemical treatment is required, how a professional surfactant allows proper dwell time and cling on vertical render, and why a biocide post-treatment prevents biological growth like green and red algae from returning, you instantly shift your position. You stop being a basic jet wash operator and you become an indispensable exterior surface specialist. And when it comes to winning commercial work or higher-end domestic jobs, this commercial confidence is everything. A facility manager responsible for a rendered school, a care home, or an office block is not just buying a clean wall, they are buying risk reduction. When you submit an £800 proposal backed up by site-specific RAMs, that is risk assessment and method statement packs, along with full COSH compliance, clear safety protocols, and correct insurance, you eliminate their personal liability. Compare that to a £250 guesswork quote written on a scrap of paper with zero compliance documentation. The commercial buyer will choose the professional £800 proposal every single time because it protects them and their organisation. So here is the central takeaway you need to remember. A predictable, profitable exterior cleaning business is not built by one clever post on social media, buying another pressure washer, or copying somebody else's prices. It is built by consistently being visible, earning trust, quoting professionally, following up, and looking after the customers you already have. If you want to build a stronger, more profitable business based on real technical knowledge, safe working practices, and evidence-based methods, make sure to follow SoftWash UK across our channels for ongoing practical advice. And if you want to gain total confidence when assessing surfaces, handling chemicals safely, and explaining soft washing to your clients, go and check out the free preview of my CPD certified soft wash training course over on the SoftWash UK website. It gives you the exact practical framework you need to operate safely, legally, and professionally in today's market. Thanks for listening. Keep your standards high, and I will speak to you in the next episode.